So I saw it, I needed it, and I want it. I don't really need it, but I want it. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't really have the patience for measuring and mathing. Is that a word? Mathematizing? Whatever. What I'm going to do is base everything off of the length of the material I have for the 4 slanted pieces. You get the idea. Cut those to length first. Then do the substructure, which is a cross, like so. And then finally the shelves. So I'm going to start by measuring out these. I'm going to build these first, or cut them to length. Cut those to size, and then fit everything to those, including the substructure, which will be after the, and then finally the shelves or slats or whatever. 4.8 meter, and I cut them at different lengths because I'm smart like that. And this was by no means a spur of the moment thing, despite having thought about it for over a year.
Most of this video is just me figuring things out. I haven't found plans for this pyramid planter anywhere online, so I was starting from bare bones. And despite what younger me may have just said, I enjoy working things out. As you saw at the beginning, I ended up at 60 degrees for the base and 30 for the top, so the pyramid would have a nice tall look to it, rather than what younger me was messing around with here. 45 degrees was a bit too low.
I don't know. Get this doohickey out, which is an angle finder. 45 stands like this. It's a math question, sadly. It's gonna be low, but it'll work. Kinda one like this. Okay, so now that we got those, well, that angle set, I'm just gonna pin it on the ground, and give me a second as I think this through, which I'm not good at. Give me a second, I promise.
Mentioning mistakes, I'd like to say that cutting a 30-degree angle on a miter saw can be challenging, and I do think my way of doing it is dangerous. And although I feel comfortable around the miter saw, it was still a cut I did with the utmost of care and attention to every moving part, as well as my fingers. If you have another way of getting these angles, please share them with me.
That should be the end of that saw. No, it's not, but I'm gonna pack it away anyway because I'm heavily in need of the table space. So for now, oh my god, ow. Alright, so through struggle, peril, trial, and whatever else, it somehow fits. Kinda. Should be okay. Now, the next big step would be drilling out the countersink there. And now I'm actually interested because I found the right size drill bit. It's fine, don't worry. Shh. Assembly! That works fine. I need another set of screws, I think, maybe. And now, with one positioned, getting the one on the opposite side is, that's an A. Let's get. And then this one. Alright, so I got the base here. Oh, it's ow! So I've jumped a bit ahead now. I've fastened the subframe. I've cut these to hide any and all possible crimes. Oh yeah, and I also cut the edges off on these ones. As it's dawning on me, I realize I have overlooked a somewhat important piece. I've neglected how to fasten the shelves. 90 degrees? Could it be? Is it whatever? Is it the... Yeah. Should be fine. I want them to hang sort of like this, outward. This is the reason I've never tried making this before, and why I kind of want to. Like this. So in order for me to have shelves that sit like this, and this, I first have to cut. Let me see if I can focus up here. I first have to cut across, like so. And then I also have to cut it like that. I'm gonna give it a go, see what happens. Now on my first cut, which turned out across and skewed, it's only a little crooked, and that's to do with the angle here. It actually fits here pretty nicely. Alright, so I've gotten to the point where I realize that the angle is good. I've actually managed to secure my saw so it won't shift while I'm cutting. It's going to go right ahead and cut a couple of slices for shelves. Here are my 4 shelves for this side. Top one, second to top, second to bottom, and bottom. And I spaced them out really rather roughly. And I've marked already where I want them to go. Now, actually all 4 sides are going to be screwed in because screws can be undone to, you know, help with dirt and whatnot.
I didn't bother too much with the sanding, as the owners of the pyramid planter were going to paint it anyway, so I simply took the rough cuts down to a more decent surface. And here it is, already filled with dirt and hosting happy little plants. Thank you for watching.